Yeah, this is a show of science fiction, fantasy, and untruths. If a little bit of fact sleeps in, well, then it'll probably snooze. If anything strikes anybody as being real, well, it's up to us to determine what that is. I never tell anybody what to believe. I never tell anybody what to think. I present a lot of garbage on this show, and it's all for fun and giggles, like Monty Python, of which I never measure up to, or Fireside Theater, of which I am way below, or Jeff Allen, who has some humor and I don't. How about this? This is a pretty interesting one. Don't you love that? Well, I don't know. I'm a simple guy. I played with the dust on the floor. That was the toy that I had. Mama and Dad told me, you're born with what you got, and that's all the toys you have. You don't need no fancy amusement park. God gave you everything you need. I found this, and I thought it was funny. A helicopter with a pilot and a single passenger was flying around above Seattle. I remember flying around above Seattle in a little Cessna 150 one time. I'll save that story for later on or another day. When a malfunction disabled all of the aircraft's navigation and communications equipment. And due to the darkness and the haze, the pilot could not determine the helicopter's position, and of course, had no clue to get back to the Seattle airport, of which I am totally familiar. The pilot saw a tall building with lights on and flew towards it. The pilot had the passenger draw a handwritten sign reading, "Where am I?" and hold it up to the window so the building occupants could see it. And the people in the building quickly responded to the aircraft and drew a large sign and held it in the building's window. And the sign read, "You're in a helicopter." And the pilot smiled, waved, looked at his map, determined his course to steal to the SEATAC airport and landed safely. After they were on the ground, the passenger asked the pilot, "How, knowing that you are a helicopter, help determine the position?" And the pilot responded, "I knew it had to be the Microsoft support building. They gave me all the technically correct information, but it was an entirely useless answer." Yeah, now how about a little something to start our day off? Because you know it's a Tuesday, the 3rd of something or other. Let's see, it was September, I guess it's October. I know that up on the mountain where I live, there's nothing but leaves covering everything. Oak leaves, maple leaves, and all sorts of leaves. Many people begin to take leave this time of year. They go south. Now, I used to be a snowbird. Go down to Louisiana or New Orleans, or a lot of years in Key West, Florida. Even taught school at a high school down there in Key West, Florida. That was a heck of an experience. Some people say that Key West, Florida at that time was a drug running capital, and I always wondered why a lot of people had those iron gates on their front doors. Anyway, you know, if you mess with breaking the law and selling drugs, you might just wind up in a slammer, and that's what this song's about. An old jailer man turns a big, big key, and that's when your spirit falls and you drop to your knees, and praying, well, it might help or ease your pain, but then you drag yourself up to the bars and you gaze at the stars. I know this because I've been there. No toilet seat, no belt, no shoelaces. This is what they say. Why did I stay from that righteous path? Well, nobody knows but me. nobody knows but me. And they're outside, they all can laugh. I don't need no sympathy from nobody. I just need somebody to go my bail. Oh, after I paid for the liquor I sold and left her place weight of gold. Yeah, so why did I stray from this righteous path? Nobody knows but me, nobody knows but me. And when I realize that I'm all alone, sitting in a little cell, 8 by 5, no telephone, sitting there all alone, a little cell, just a little taste of what it's like to be in hell, hell, hell. And if you ever been there before like me, and you've been locked up tight and they took your belt and you're on your knees praying like you're in a foxhole, hanging on the bars and afraid to lay on the cot because it's so filthy you think you would rot, then you say, why did I stray from that righteous path? Nobody knows but me. And they're outside, they're all laughing at me. I don't need no sympathy. For after I paid the liquor I sold, I would like to leave this place, but I ain't got the weight of gold, no one to go my bail. So why did I stray from this righteous path? Nobody knows but me. Nobody knows but me. You only know what that really feels like if you've been in the slammer. When they slam that door and you're in the hurt locker and you're doing the hurt dance, 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 and you know you've forsaken yourself. All right, let's get on with